Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about the Lucid Air Pure. Now the Lucid Air is Lucid's luxury electric vehicle. It's got great range, performance looks good, really a good looking vehicle. And I placed a reservation back in August of 2021, not knowing when delivery would be, not really knowing a lot of the specs, but the initial price of the Air Pure. The Air Pure is like the lowest trim level available for the Lucid. So I figured let me place a reservation, just see what happens, see when it's going to be available, and we'll kind of learn things along the way. So I placed the reservation. I think it was a couple $100s to place the reservation. So almost a whole year goes by, and in August of 2022, I get an email from Lucid saying, hey, the government's about to pass the Inflation Reduction Act, which is going to eliminate our tax credits available. However, if you have a binding contract with us to purchase our vehicle, you still may be able to be grandfathered in for the old tax credit system. The old tax credit system back in 2022 and older years was a vehicle manufacturer could offer a $7,500 tax credit. It's a federal government tax credit from the United States government on their first 200,000 electric cars. Well, they had only delivered a couple thousand cars at that point, and so I was well within that spec to be able to get that tax credit. And it wasn't income based, there was no other requirements for it. However, right before this Inflation Reduction Act in August of 2022 was passed, Lucid thought there might be kind of a loophole where if we have a binding contract, I'd be able to lock in the old grandfathered rules under the under 200,000 car tax credit rule, and I'd be able to be eligible for that. So I placed my order officially. I placed the Lucid Air Pure black with the 20-inch wheels, and that was kind of my configuration. And the reason I did that is because the price had gone up almost $1,000 from the time I reserved in 2021 till 2022, and so I kind of locked in almost a $10,000 lower price than what it's going for right now. So the reservation price was like $77,400. That's the base price of the Air Pure. Now it's like $87,400, so $10,000 increase. So fast forward to yesterday, I get a call. I had a call scheduled with my Lucid representative. This is someone that you're assigned to from Lucid. They're kind of your contact, your go-to person that you talk to if there are any questions, concerns, and they help with the delivery process. So this person reached out to me. They called me. We're speaking on the phone, and very nice, very, very informative. And I want to pass along a few of the things that I learned about and tell you why I am not going to buy the Lucid Air Pure. I was talking to him about the, kind of time frame wise. So my car that I configured, the Lucid Air Pure, again, the Pure is like the absolute cheapest version of the Lucid that you can get. And my price is going to be $77,400 plus $1,500 for the 20-inch wheels, plus the destination fee, and my order before taxes was going to be close to $80,000. So I'm looking at an out-the-door price of probably close to $87,000 for this Lucid Air Pure, which is the base level car. And it really is, the Lucid Air is really like Lucid's answer to the Model S. That's kind of their strategy, is they're going to start with the luxury sedan and then kind of expand from there. Just almost the same way Tesla did with the Model S when they started theirs in 2012. So I was interested in the Lucid Air Pure because I have a Tesla Model S now, and I plan on keeping that. I thought it'd be cool to have the Lucid Air as like, a new competitor to the Model S. It has some new features. It's got great range, 406 miles of range in the Lucid Air Pure. However, this is the one I was going to order, was only rear-wheel drive. It didn't have any other options besides the upgraded wheels. That was the only option I wanted because the base 19-inch wheels just didn't look that good. It really made it look like a cheaper car. And so the 20-inch wheels made it look a little better. So I figured that would be a worthwhile upgrade. But other than that, for $87,000 out the door, it's still kind of a Model S kind of, trying to copy the Model S as far as that's concerned. So during my conversation with my Lucid rep, I was asking them questions about, they have this feature called the Dream Drive. Now this is reason number one why I am not going to buy the Lucid Air, and I think this is a big shortcoming when it comes to the Lucid, and that is Lucid has this thing called Dream Drive and Dream Drive Pro. Dream Drive is included in the car. Much like Tesla has their autopilot, that's included, and then Tesla has their full self-driving that you can upgrade to. Well, Lucid has something similar. However, their base Dream Drive suite of features really only has adaptive cruise control, which any car nowadays has adaptive cruise control. That's not that big of a deal. Okay, adaptive cruise control, you'd expect it on an $87,000 car, right? It has that. It has like blind spot monitoring, and it has like lane departure warning and some, things like that, like some basic safety stuff. But what I was surprised to learn is that I was going to have to upgrade to the Dream Drive Pro, which is almost $9,500 in price, to be able to get it to do the lane keep assist, where it's going to keep itself centered in the lane. Now that's something that the Teslas do with just the base autopilot. So I was going to have to pay $9,500 just to get it to do what the base autopilot does in Tesla. So I was very disappointed to learn about that feature in the Lucid Air Pure, that the base Dream Drive option really just has adaptive cruise, is all it has. Adaptive cruise control. It's going to just stay in front of the car in front of you, but I still have to steer it manually, which for an $87,000 car, that is a huge miss for Lucid. So that's reason number one. Now number two, talking to this gentleman yesterday on the phone about my Lucid order, I'm like, well, you know, I'm excited to get this tax credit because I ordered before the August deadline that you guys sent out and told me that I needed to order before the August deadline so that I can get grandfathered in on this before the new tax credit laws were passed in August of 2022. He's like, well, yeah, about that. In October, the government provided some more insights and guidance on if there would be some kind of grandfathering clause for companies like Lucid to be able to offer this old tax credit system under the new system. Well, that is not the case, so it does not matter that I placed the order before the August deadline. I do not get the tax credit on the Lucid Air Pure, which I was super bummed about, because the car, with it being like, you know, $77,400, if I can get the $7,500 tax credit, it makes it a little more reasonable, a little more affordable to get it down $7,500 versus now having to pay that $7,500. So that's a big miss for Lucid. I actually kind of feel bad for them because they've had the rug pulled out from underneath them by the U.S. government in this tax credit system. Because the Lucid, all they have are sedans, and under this new tax credit system for the U.S. federal government, is that sedans have to be under $55,000 in order to qualify for the $7,500 tax credit. And there's some other battery and manufacturing requirements. They have to be, you know, components from the United States and so forth. But Lucid would have qualified for that if their cars were $55,000 or less. Well, they're not. The cheapest one, I ordered the cheapest one at $77,400. The price for that now is $87,400. So they're not even close to being able to qualify for this tax credit system. So they would have under the old system, where they would have been under 200,000 cars initially, and that rug was pulled out from under them, and now they no longer have the tax credits available to them. So I think for that reason, Lucid is going to struggle in selling their cars, because they're basically just selling luxury sedans. Tesla's kind of tapped that market out from 2012 all the way till now, with offering a very good and very capable electric luxury sedan like the Tesla Model S. And so Lucid's kind of coming up behind, and now they have theirs. And I don't think it's attractive as the Tesla Model S as far as the features and benefits are concerned, and worth the price. So that's reason number two, is there's no tax credit on the Lucid Air Pure. So therefore, I'm out as far as buying that thing. Now, the third reason I want to tell you why I'm not going to buy the Lucid Air Pure, and this isn't necessarily like Lucid's fault, this is more economy-wise, but what I did is, back in August of 2021, I put money into Lucid stock. And I was kind of, the whole reason behind that was to do what happened with Tesla. If you recall, back like before 2019, and earlier, Tesla's stock was trading at a relatively lower price, and it just shot up like crazy once they became profitable. And so I figured, okay, I'm gonna put money in Lucid stock, and then by the time this car becomes deliverable, hopefully it's doubled, tripled, quadrupled, and this car would have paid for itself several times over in just the realized gains in the stock purchase. However, we're in January 2023, and the quite opposite has happened to their stock. I think my cost basis is around $20, and I even averaged into the stock, but I'm into it $20. It's like $8 a share now, and you know it had a high at one point up to $52 a share. And so the fact that the tax credit is gone and the stock has devalued my investment, I was going to use that investment money to pay for the Lucid Air Pure when it became available. And if they're telling me it's going to be deliverable in the summer of 2023, which is just probably 4 or 5 months away, I don't see Lucid stock jumping from what it is like $8 or $9 right now all the way to $30, $40, $50 a share. I don't see that happening. You know, it might over time, over several years, but I don't see it happening within the next 5-6 months. I'm still going to hold the stock. I'm not going to take a loss on it yet. But those are the 3 reasons why I'm not taking delivery. And then, you know, financial, no tax credit, stock's gone down. And then also, I'm not crazy about the look of the Lucid Air Pure also. You know, I already have a Tesla Model S sedan, so I already have like a similar vehicle to it. Yeah, the Lucid gets a little more, it's going to get more range than what I have now, but I don't need the car. I thought it'd be cool to make some cool YouTube content with it. You know, strip off the tax credit, get the tax credit, buy it at the lower price that I had locked in, drive it for a little while, create some great content for you guys, and then, you know, kind of pass it along and try to break even on it, right? That's kind of the hope. So I don't see that happening. And I didn't tell my representative that I'm canceling my order. I'm just going to see how this plays out, because if by some miracle Lucid stock does skyrocket and, you know, I'm able to get a substantial return on my money, then there's a possibility that I'm going to buy the car. Instead of buying the stock, I should have shorted it. Obviously, I'd have been a lot further ahead at this point. But anyways, that's kind of where we're at. Anyways, guys, that's kind of the update on the Lucid Air Pure, and be interesting to see what happens. But I'll keep you guys updated on this order to see if I actually do cancel, if things change, see what kind of happens over the summertime of 2023. Anyways, guys, be sure to leave your comment down below, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.